Since I'm teaching for beginners, I will show you step by step how to use Microsoft Word application. Okay, so the first thing I will be showing you is how to open or launch this very application called Microsoft Word. Okay, Microsoft Word is a data processing application which allows you to create data, edit the data, and carry out all sorts of formatting on the data. Okay, to open or launch this very application, you have to click on your start icon, or you can also do that by clicking on the start icon on your keyboard. Alright, so you place your mouse pointer on all program and a list of folders will show. So you have to search out for the Microsoft Office suite. Okay, so let's search out for Microsoft Office. Okay, here you have Microsoft Office 2013. So you click on the folder and you will locate Microsoft Word. Here you see Word 2013. So in order to open this very application, you have to use your mouse, right click on your mouse and click on open to open. Okay, so the first thing that shows once you open the application is this list of templates. Okay, so these are list of templates which allows you to create documents in Microsoft Word. Okay, so from here as a beginner, you can click on this, any of these, to create documents, because the actual reason for this is to make the creation of documents easy. Instead of creating from the scratch, you can easily click on the templates and you have the documents easy for you to create. Alright, but that is not the main reason for this tutorial. We will have to create the document from the scratch. Okay, so let me go to this place and click on new. So we are going to click on the blank document in order to create a blank document. Alright, so here you have the blank document. Over here where you have the blinking cursor is called the document area or the text area, which are where you type in your text, Alright, so here you have the information about the document. Here you have page 1 of 1, and here you have the word. Over here you have the way which you want to view the document. You want to view it on read mode, you click on this. You want to view it as print layout, you click on this. And if you want to view it as web layout, you click on this. So here you can also zoom by clicking on this particular area to either zoom in or zoom out the document. Okay, so let's leave it at the middle. Alright, so on top of this side, the left hand side of this very application, you have this particular area which is called the quick access toolbar. The quick access toolbar enables you to quickly select tools instead of going and searching out for the tools in this other side, this other area known as the ribbon. Instead of searching out for the tools, you can quickly go here and select it. So in order to add or remove the tools which you have added to the quick access toolbar, you can click on this very arrow here. You click on this arrow and select. These ones marked are the ones which are being showed, which has been added to the quick access toolbar. You have the save added, which is this. Then if you want to add or remove, you click on it. Okay, so in order to remove this draw table, this particular one here, you can just click on the mark, you click on it to remove. So it has been removed. Alright, so let's go straight into this particular side, which is known as the word ribbon. Alright, this particular area is called the ribbon, and this ribbon has different tabs, which are the home tab, you have the insert tab, the design, page layout tab, the references tab, the mailing tab, review, and view tab. Okay, so I will also point out this particular area here. As you can see, this area, you have a section, you have the font section. All these areas are different sections which are related to the particular tools above. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so let's now take a look at what the file menu has. Okay, so let's take a look at what the file menu has. Click on the file menu. Then once you click on the file menu, you will see different options. Here you have the information, and here you have different information, both the properties, the information that is related to the document which you are working on. You have the new. If you want to create a new document, here you click on the new to create a new document. If you want to open a recently saved document, you can click on open, and you search out for the where you saved the document and open. So if you want to save a document which you have been working on, you can click on save to save. Alright, you want to save as, you can click on save as, and this save as allows you to save your document with previous versions. It allows you to save your documents with previous version, and also gives you the access to save the documents in any particular place which you want to save the documents. Okay, so under the save as, you have the print. This print is where you print your document and also set the properties of how you want your print to look like. Okay, the printout to look like. Okay, this is where you do all the settings. So under the print, you have the share, where you can share your document, either save it to the cloud, share it, or send it through your email, or post to blog, whichever way. So under the share, you have the export, which allows you to export or create a PDF or SPS document, or to change the file type. Okay, so over here, this is where you create your PDF or SPS document. Alright, so under the exports, you have this close. When you want to close this application, you can also click here instead of clicking on this particular close here. You can also do that by clicking on this close, locating your file, then clicking here. Alright, so here you have the account. If you want to create the Office account, this is where you do that. You sign in here, or you can create your account here, and you can also change the Office theme color here. Here mine is white. You can change it to light gray or dark gray, whichever one you want to choose. Alright, the last one that we have under our file here is the options, and these options allows you to perform different kinds of settings. Okay, it allows you to perform different types of settings to change the outlook of the interface of Microsoft Word. Alright, here the general, it allows you to change the general settings of what you have in your Word, the display, how you want it to be displayed, and if you want to customize your ribbon, you can also do that here. Alright, these are the tools which are in the ribbon. You can customize anyone which you want by clicking on customize. And you can also add or remove tabs by clicking on checking or unchecking these ones here. And once you are through with everything you are doing, you click on OK and the changes will be applied. Alright, that is that for that. So let's now take a look at the home tab. This home tab, which is the first one, because it is the right way to teach this very application. You start from the left hand side and move to the right hand side. Alright, so that is that. So the home, under the home here you have the first one here, which is paste, and this paste has a hotkey which is Ctrl V. Instead of clicking here, you can also hold on your Ctrl and also click the V to paste. So let me now show you how that works. But before you click the paste, you have to copy a text first. You have to copy before clicking. Alright, so I've highlighted this particular type's text. So in order to copy it, I will click on copy here. Beside the paste you have copy. So once you click on copy, you move your mouse, your cursor to another position and you click on your paste. So this is it. As you can see, it has been pasted. Alright, so the next one is cut. Okay, I want to cut a particular part of the text which I have typed. I will quickly do that by clicking on the cut to remove that side which I want to cut off. Okay, so that is how this works. Alright, so the next thing that I will show you here is the format painter. Wow, this format painter allows you to apply a particular effect which you have created or which you have made on a particular text to another text. Okay, so you have this. Let me quickly add, increase the size, change the color. So I want to add this particular effect which I have created here, this particular format which I have created here. I want to add it over to this one here. What I will do is just to click on the format painter. So once I click on the format painter, I will go to the particular area where I want to apply the very format or effect. I will click on the mouse, drag over the text in order to apply the effect. So as you can see, it has been changed. Alright, so the next thing I will do is to move straight to the increasing, showing you how to use the font, change the font, increase the font size, bolding, italize and underline. So in order to change the font type, here is where you click on this arrow pointing downwards here. Then you select on any of the list of font types which are here. You select on any of these. Once you select the one which you want, you click on it to apply. So if you want to change the font size, you can do that by selecting on any of the size which you want. Okay, I'm selecting 16 here to apply. Alright, so remember, before you carry out any action, before you perform anything, you have to first of all highlight the text where you want to edit before applying any kind of action in Microsoft Word. Before you do anything, you have to highlight the particular text where you want to either increase the size, italize, bolding, or do any form of formatting, you have to highlight it first. Okay, so you can also increase this size by clicking on this particular A here to increase the size. This A that has an arrow pointing upwards, you can click there, and if you want to reduce the size, you click on the one beside it which has an arrow pointing downwards. Okay, so if you want to change this to a uppercase text, if you want to change it to uppercase text, you can do that by clicking on this arrow here and changing it to whichever case you want it, either in lowercase, uppercase, capitalize each word, or toggle case, whichever one. So let me select uppercase. All right, lowercase, uppercase. All right, so that is that. So if you want to bolden this text, what you have to do is you click on this B here, this alphabet B, to bold, and the hotkey for that also is Ctrl B. If you hold on your Ctrl and B, you have the text, highlighted text, bolden. So if you want to italize this, you can also click on this side, this I, to italize. So that is that for that. And also the hotkey is Ctrl I to italize. So you want to underline the text, you also click on here, this U, to underline text. Wow, the text has been underlined. All right, so what if you want to stroke through this text? So it's very simple to do. You can also come to this particular area where beside the underline and click on this to have your text stroked through. So that is how to carry out the action. This. All right. So the next one I will show you is how to remove effects, the formats, clear the formats which you have applied. So if I want to clear all the formats which I have applied to this text, what I have to do is to go over to this side and click on this. As you can see, all the editing has been cleared, it has been removed, and now the text are in its normal stage, the default stage. Alright, so the next thing I will show you here is if you want to highlight or change the text highlight color, you do that by clicking on this particular area here. You click on it to change the text highlight color. So if you also want to change this at the default text highlight color, the default text highlight color is yellow. If you want to change it to whichever color, you can also do that. Sorry, I did not highlight. All right, so you can change it to any color. And that is that. Let me clear this. Alright, so let me show you how you can change the text color here. So if you want to change the text color, you have to come to this side and you click on the arrow and choose whichever color you want the text to have. Alright, let me increase the size so that you can see what I am doing. Alright, so that is that for that. So under here you see the fonts. And this particular font, this section font here, enables you to carry out settings that are related to the fonts. If you want to change the font size, you want to perform any action that can alter the font, you can do that here. You can also strike through, double strike through, do all sorts of changes in this very area. Okay, so you can change the font style, you can bold it, you can bold and italize, you can increase the size here too, you can add shadow, emboss, and carry out all sorts of settings here, and that is that. Alright, so let me now show you how you can add bullet list to your text. So I have this text now and I want to add bullet list to it. Sorry, you can do that by coming over to this side where you have your bullets. And one wonderful thing about this application is that whatsoever tool which you place your mouse pointer on, the information about the tool will be displayed. Okay, so if you hover your mouse pointer on any of the tools here, you will see that the information about the tool will show. So this is the bullets. So if I want to add bullets to this now, I will click on this to add bullets to it. So if I want to still make selections from the list of bullets that we have here, you can choose any of these. You can choose any of these. Alright, so let's now look at adding numbering. If you want to add numbering, you have to click just beside the bullet list, you see the numbering. So you click on it to apply the numbering list. Okay, so you can also go further to choosing other options. Here you have this type, or you can also select the Roman. You can select the Roman numeral. You can also choose this to be in alphabet, whichever way you want it to be. So if you also want to mix it up, you have the bullet and all this. You can also do that by clicking on this particular one here beside the numbering. You can do that there. So that is that for that. So the next thing I'll be showing you is how to change the line spacing. So if you want to increase or reduce the line spacing of the text which you have typed, you can do that by clicking on this particular tool here where you have the line spacing. You click on the arrow and you select from the numbers, select whichever number you want the line spacing to be, you select it here. Alright, so that is that. So let me also show you how you can also carry out the text alignment. You want the text to be aligned left, you click here. It is at default, it is at the left alignment. So if you want it to be in center form, you can also select it here to align your text to the center. And if you want to align it to the right, you select here. If you also want to justify it, you also select here, select this particular place to justify. Alright, so that is that. So let me also show you how to increase the indent here and to decrease it. So if you want this to move to the paragraph, to move away from the paragraph margin, that is the margin, to move away from the margin, you can click on this increase indent to move it away from the margin. So if you also want it to come closer to the margin, you click on this one here to move it to the margin. Alright, that is that. This here is to sort a text. If you want to sort your text, you click on this particular area to sort your text. So under here you have the shading. You want to shade the area that you have typed your text. You can do that by clicking on the shading to shade the area. Alright, that is that. And also you want to add border to your text. You can do that by clicking on the arrow here and selecting whichever one you want to add border to it. Okay, let me choose this. So that is how to add a border to the text. So let me also show you, you want to see the different selections which you have made, the different things which you have typed, where you pressed on the enter button, where you gave space on your text, and where there is a line break, a page break, sorry. You can do that by clicking on this very tool here, which is show and hide. So let me click on it and you see what I'm talking about. So here you have the enter. This symbol stands for the enter, where you click on the enter. Alright, so that is that for that. So I've removed it. So let me now show you these different styles. You have your text and you want to change it from the normal style which it is having to a different one. You can also go to these styles and choose whichever one which you think you like from here. Okay, so that is that for that. That is that for that. So let me also quickly show you the function of find. The find, replace and select. Okay, so if you are looking for a particular word or you are looking for a particular sentence in your document, you can also find it by clicking on this find. So let's say I am looking for G. So click on G. So you type it in, and as you can see, the G, the alphabet G here has been highlighted. Okay, so let me also show you the function of the replace, where you can find a particular word or sentence and replace it with another. So let me now replace this double G which I've typed here with tutorials. Okay, so let me click on replace all. So if I click on replace all, as you can see, the G has been replaced with tutorials. Okay, so let me also show you the function of select. Okay, the select allows you to select either or, select a particular object, or whichever one you want to select. You just click on the select arrow here. If I want to select all, I will just click on this select all, and as you can see, all my text has been selected. Alright, that is that for that. Alright, the next one that we'll move into now is the insert tab. The insert tab.